Hello lovelies, I'm Angela and this is Parisienne Farmgirl. Bienvenue, welcome to the channel. It's been a big couple weeks. First of all, I just wanted to say thank you so much for making the last video, the video about me purchasing an Amazon bed and turning it into a French antique. Thank you so much for making that a smash. That really meant a lot to me. The video did really well and it was a lot of fun to make, and I have a new bed, and so happy all the way around. Thank you so much. Another thing I wanted to say thank you for is for all of you who have joined me over on Substack. You know I love to write. That's how this whole Parisienne Farmgirl thing got started so many years ago when I launched my blog. After writing my cookbook 10 years ago, I felt like I didn't have that much to say. Then I sort of started microblogging on Instagram, so posts of various lengths, you know, some of them bigger than others, with the occasional blog post still going up. And when Substack came out, I was a little bit hesitant. I just didn't know if I should try one more thing. I opened an account a year ago and did nothing with it. Well, this January, I decided to start writing again on Substack. I've had a newsletter for Parisienne Farmgirl for a long time, and just sort of sent one out, one a week. But I really this year wanted to explore in depth this idea of French-inspired living from an American perspective, because I noticed that the more I'm sharing with you, that's really what I'm talking about. You know, twice a year, I'm taking groups to France, and I'm coming home with all these stories. I have stories from having my apartment there and from my trips there. I have so many things in my life that I do or that we do as a family that are so influenced by French culture. And I feel like sometimes it can just get a little frou-frou. And I wanted to really talk about tangible, even pragmatic ways that you can take these things that we all love about French culture and apply them to your life. And that's what I've been doing on Substack since the beginning of the year. So many of you have joined me there. Thank you so much. There's a free version, there's a paid version. So if you want to check it out, I would love for you to do that. You can read all the free versions you want, of course. I'll treat you to a free paid version. You see what you think. But if you want to join me on Substack, please click the link in the corner and just see what this week's newsletter is about, see if it speaks to you. And when you do become a paid version, you'll have access to everything I've written since the beginning of the year. I'm really, really enjoying it. It's been very cathartic, and it feels really good to share, to finally get all these ideas that have been swirling around in my head, some of them for years, out on paper. And it's just a little bit different. There are things that I can do in writing that I can't do here on YouTube. So if you like to pour a cup of tea and do something a little bit slower, then I think the Substack newsletter is going to be the place for you. It's been a busy week. I need to get my seeds started. So in today's video, I'm headed out to the shed. I'm going to get out my trays and I'm going to get some seeds started and share with you my thoughts and my anticipation for this year's garden. With our busy lives, it can be difficult to find time to take care of ourselves. It can be really difficult to find time to schedule a doctor appointment. I know I experienced that here, living so far from doctors. So if you as a woman have ever experienced health concerns that you couldn't resolve, or you didn't feel heard when you've sat down with a doctor, I've had that experience. I've had the little pat on the head, oh, mommy of 6 needs to just take a hot bath when I've gone to the doctor for things. If you've ever had that experience, or you've experienced the challenges of perimenopause or menopause, then I'm really pleased to share with you that today's video is sponsored by MIDI Health. MIDI is a virtual care clinic on a mission to bring compassion and quality care to women. You can enjoy easy, no-rush visits from the comfort of your home. And yes, it is covered by insurance in all 50 states. I was having a busy day. I was able to meet with my MIDI clinician, easy peasy, in my office right there. We covered some of the hormonal changes I'm going through. She came up with some solutions and suggestions for me. She was caring. The appointment was stress-free. She got right to the heart of the issue, sent an email to follow up with me with further suggestions. So that's how it works. With MIDI, you book your visit, you discuss your symptoms, and if you need any testing, MIDI will help you organize that at a local center. Your care plan will be unique to you based on your health history and symptoms. So if you're looking for personalized, compassionate care covered by insurance, then click my link below to book your first MIDI visit. I see it. Many of you have been here since the beginning. You've been here since, my eldest son, who's going to be 20 this year, was 3 months old. Some of you came in midstream, and you came along when I started Instagram, or you came along when I started YouTube, or for those of you that are brand new, you've just found me on YouTube last week because of the bed video, or you found me on Substack. Nonetheless, I have this feeling like I know you, like I know my audience, like we have a rapport. And so I'm just going to be straight with you that this video did not go at all the way I had planned. I really wanted to do some major flashbacks to my garden. I really wanted to show you all the seeds that I've purchased for this year, and that is so not happening. So I've shared with you just me enjoying my time in the conservatory. And I'm showing you the nice part because if you follow along, you know that on the other side of the room, we're doing the flooring project and we're going to slowly move in to the greenhouse area. But I got a few trays of seeds started, which felt so good working, with the humid air and with the soil, smelling it, just going through those annual motions that I take each year to get the garden going felt so wonderful. It was wonderful. I had a podcast on, that's why I've got those ugly blue headphones, and I was thoroughly enjoying myself and had the best intentions of really closing out this video with a real solid thought, and that didn't happen. Shortly after the filming that you see here, with more filming to do, I sliced my finger open, ironically cutting a bouquet of flowers from Costco, which is what I've been writing about, for Valentine's Day on Substack. I was encouraging all of you to live with flowers as best you can. So I decided they were too long for the vase, and I stupidly grabbed a steak knife, and that was that. A dull knife is a dangerous knife, and truth be told, I have not sharpened my knives in a couple months, I'm ashamed to say. And wow. So here we are. This video isn't what I want it to be. So you're watching me go through the motions and enjoy myself And I'm listening to a great podcast. I'm listening to an interview with Mel Gibson. It's absolutely fascinating. And I did have the opportunity while filming this, before my little accident, to get my shallots started and my yellow onions started. And every year on, in the YouTube comments, I get asked about my snapdragons, the white and the pink ones. And those are Potomac apple blossom. And I did get 2 trays of Potomac apple blossom started before my encounter with a very dull steak knife and my Costco roses. But just with time and my family, I was unable to really pull the thought together. And that's something that's really important to me, is pulling the thought together. So you're going to have to wait till the next video. And I really appreciate you being here for this moment and just being with me. I'm going to just go ahead and invite you to be here on another moment with me, because in just a few weeks, I'm headed to Paris, and in October, I'm headed again. We're going to start in Paris on the October trip. Then we're going to head south to Provence, and we're going to visit a city that's called the Venice of Provence, and it's known for its Sunday flea market, which you can see right there. We're going to explore the Provençal countryside and have a wonderful time getting to know each other and forging long-lasting relationships. It happens every time on this trip. I only have now at this point just a couple spots left. So if you'd like to come, click that circle right there that says come to Paris. Of course, watch another video. Thanks for being patient with me, as my week did not go the way I wanted. And I'll see you all again very soon. À bientôt.